Sunday self-care. I am here 4 minutes before it's time to be ready. Grab your coffee. I am here early to remind you to grab your coffee. If you haven't made your coffee, grab your coffee and get a front row seat to the Sunday self-care show. So grab your coffee, ladies. If you haven't grabbed it yet, I'm a little early this morning for one reason. Grab your coffee and get ready for the Sunday self-care show for men and women. We are touching everybody when we do that amazing show. It is Sunday self-care. Yeah, bring out your coffee. I need a job in Canada. You always keep saying this. Hi, good morning. Well, if you need a job in Canada, learn something from the Sunday self-care show. Grab your coffee, ladies. Get in here early. I purposely planned it. And gentlemen, get in here early. And here comes my partner in crime, Yuko. So there we go. Let's see if she's coming. I haven't seen her. She's there. I sent a little. Here she comes. Good morning.
Good morning. Here you are, Tessa.
I am bedazzling today.
I love it. Looks amazing.
Thank you.
You know what? You look good with bright colors.
I thank you. I know, eh? I have a black dress. It should really be worn. This is extremely long. It should be worn with a jumpsuit or pants or something like that. But today, hi Jean, good morning.
Hi, Jean.
Grab your coffee and let's get
Hi,
early.
Stacy. Happy
Hi,
Self-Care
Stacy.
Sunday.
Hi, everybody.
So
Grab your coffee.
how's the weather over there, Tessa?
Just like yours, it's lovely today. It's bright and sunny.
Yeah.
It's really bright.
Yes. I love it.
I still have my winter cup because we haven't quite gotten into the beautiful spring weather.
Yeah.
And then I bring out my spring cup.
Yeah.
But grab your coffee. See my creamy coffee, oat milk. I use oat milk in my oat coffee thing.
Yes,
so
you need that because it's still a little bit of a snow on the ground in my
we had a snowfall. Actually, they had to come and shovel on Saturday morning, or they did it at 4:15 in the morning.
Yesterday, yes.
So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? We have a few minutes. Tell us about your weekend, what you have done so far. Put a note in there. Talk about how you're feeling right now.
Put in the comment, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Put a note in the comment. How are you feeling today? I am feeling marvelous, amazing, and spectacular. Can you
see the profile picture?
Which profile?
Yours? The Stacy? I will check it out. But I can see like little icon, right? Yeah, your new profile picture.
Yeah, I can see your tiny profile picture. We'll check it out after.
Looks like she's taking selfies kind of through mirror. And then Jan said, I've had my collagen coffee.
We do that in the garden because we have this big mirror in my garden, right? Good morning, Colin. We are early. We came early today to say, grab your coffee.
Yeah,
coffee.
You know what Jan's having? Yes, collagen coffee with coconut milk.
Yeah.
Jan.
Yeah. So there you go. And make sure I think Stacey's having mushroom coffee that she said is good for menopause. She said it's good for menopause. So get into the throw of the morning blessing, men and women, not morning blessing, Sunday self-care show.
It's all right. It's morning.
Anyway. Morning Sunday self-care show is where Yuko and I come to you and we bring you the best that we have to offer. So grab your coffee, take a front row seat. Don't let anybody sit in front of you. You want to see, put your hearing aids on or take your hearing aids off so you can hear. So Yuko, what are we going to talk to them about today?
Oh, this is very important.
Hi, Dawn.
Very important. You guys got, if you guys have a pen and paper, or if you have a little one listening, staying beside you, little one, grab a earphone. This is very important.
Plugs on. It's going to be a hot show.
It's going to be a hot show. So today's topic is, very important because the reason Tessa wanted to start a self-care Sunday. This is how our conversation started, 4 years ago?
Yes.
I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, in 20.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was around spring too. Yeah.
So today's topic is love your body more, right?
Good morning,
How to
Ezra.
love your body more. And also, like, you know, like we're gonna learn how to read, how to take care of or read body expressions. This is so important. Very
Yes,
deep,
yes,
very
very
deep,
deep.
actually.
And
Very
we're going
deep.
to learn how to read what our
Yes.
body's saying. Good morning, Terry. How are you feeling
Good
today?
morning.
Yeah. So we are going to talk about how we pay attention, or in other words, our body sends us messages, and some of them are encrypted, and we ignore them. And we can, yes, John, it's 4 years. Hard to believe. It is hard to believe, but there we are. There we are, going strong. So today we want you to pay attention to the messages, the email, the DM that your body is sending you. Yuko is frozen, so we have to wait for her to come out of frozenness. So, Yuko, you are frozen. Good morning, Ezra. How are you feeling today? Hi, Terry. How are you feeling today? The weather is a lot better than us. We're a little bit chilly today, but other than that, we're great. I don't know what we're going to do with Yuko. Hello, my dear. How are you feeling this morning? Anyway, while Yuko is in frozen mode, let us carry on. She has to come back in, so I'll wait for her till she sent the request to come in. She needs to go somewhere to get good internet. Yuko, change that internet. So anyway, she'll show up and I accept. Yuko, you need to get better internet. You have to.
No, you know what's happened? I was waving everyone,
Uh-huh.
and then Instagram kicked me out.
Oh, Instagram doesn't like that. Hi, Laura. Okay, so let us get this show on the road, Yuko. You started telling them about read the body messages. Hi, Kia, morning. With the messages your body is sending to you. Hi, Erika. Good morning.
Erika
yeah.
from New Zealand.
Hi, Erika. Good morning. How are you supposed to do that? Let's start from the beginning. How many points we have for us to share today?
About 3.
We have 3. Okay.
3 tips.
Thank you.
Right.
You. Hello, ladies. Grab your coffee and gentlemen and take a front row seat.
Morning,
Come on,
everyone.
get your coffee. You have to be with your coffee. Get your notepad and your pencil.
Yes.
And let's get the show on the road.
All right. Would you want me to read one by one, or would you want me to
just start one.
Start one?
Just start the first one and let's
all right.
Stacey's
number 1.
mushroom coffee.
Yes. So we have 3 tips to love your body more, right? Read your body sign, like get to know your body. Truly, be a best friend with yourself, with your body. So number 1 is take time to know your body. You got to take time to know your body.
So give us an example.
All right. Example is, I do once in a while. I don't do all the time, but give my body like mindful attention. Means I scan my body parts. I lay down and I just like lay down, or sitting up. I just scan. I talk to my body. Okay, head, how's my head going? How's my nose doing? How's my hand? Like I do a body scan, right? And then like you can just feel a little tension. Oh my gosh, yes, my shoulder is like little tense today. And so I just like, that way you're aware of what's going on in your body too. Conversation with your body. You got to pay attention to your body too. So body scan helps.
A body scan, when you do your body scan, you have to really put yourself in a mood to do the body scan.
Oh, absolutely.
Your body scan is something, yes, her hair is amazing,
Thank you.
Somebody sent me a note and they said, you have caramel skin. And I love caramel. And I go, really? Who are you?
Sounds delicious.
Delicious caramel skin. And he does a he. And I go, come on, click, delete.
Oh, okay. It was like beyond.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. Got it. But can I tell you, like, you have caramel skin, Tessa?
Yeah, and he loves
that.
Good. Anyway,
Get back on the conversation.
When we
Go
go
ahead.
back to self-care, and that is
Yes,
self-care too. You have to know what to choose when somebody speaks to you and they come up with
that's
something that
important.
you have. That is self-care.
Yes.
Move and push it
Yep.
away. So let's look at pay attention to our body. How
Pay
do you
attention to your
do
body.
that?
Yes.
You do that
How?
by being aware of yourself.
Mhm.
And to be honest with you, there is nowhere, unless it's modern now for me, but when you and I and many of you, how many of you can put your hand up and say that my mother told me to love and appreciate my body and to pay attention, to know my body, to know my
Mhm.
body parts, what they look
Mhm.
like? When last did Hi Peter Morning, did anybody tell you you need to take time and scan your
Yeah.
body?
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
say that you can, she lies down to do it. I do. I will lie down or I sit. It
Mhm.
depends. When I'm out in the garden, I will lie on the grass. Just
That's the
lie flat
beautiful.
on the grass.
Yeah. Your
And
garden can easily do that though, because
yes,
like it's beautiful,
so
stunning,
I
right?
lie there
Yes.
in the sun and I take my time to scan.
Mhm.
If you cannot lie in your garden, lie on your hammock or your chair.
Yep.
But the point is to be peaceful in that moment and scan and say, what is my hair follicles doing? Instead of saying my hair is not growing, my hair is dropping, my
Yes.
hair is dry. Pay attention.
That's true. That's true. Like there are so many women, they talk about hair, bad things. Look at that, my bad gray. I hate my hair. I hate my wavy hair. I don't like my hair because it's straight. Oh, it's so damaged. They say easily, but
Scan
how
it.
many women? Yeah, like
And
you gotta say
Maria,
like, I love my
Marie,
follicles, right?
yeah.
I
So
love just, yeah, that
feel
is
the
so important.
follicles. And if you find your hair is not growing, I like to, you're outside or you're inside, pull the energy. Pull
Yes.
the energy that you know will stimulate it. Pay attention. You have to be focused. You can't have the TV on or the
No,
radio
no.
or music when you're scanning your body. And your mind will go.
Yes.
Your mind will
Yes. Like
gallop. Our mind is like a wild horse from the American ranges. It just
you gotta
takes,
put the harness, right? You always say, gotta put
yeah,
a
put the
harness,
hand
honey, the
and
energy.
concentrate. So you feel your hair is dry,
Yes.
your scalp. You do it. You dip your fingers into some, I use castor oil a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
dip your fingers into the castor and rub it and start, just let it feel. And as you go,
Yeah.
move your hands down, scan it. How is your head feeling?
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Important.
can do my hair. Yeah.
Yes,
And how,
please. Come, John.
anytime, how is your hair, how is your forehead feeling? How is the skin
Yeah,
above on your forehead in here feeling?
that's
What
so,
about your hair?
yeah,
How is it feeling? Or instead of saying, oh, my hair is plugged, do you know
yeah.
we have to do this to our hair using the middle finger? It's not only one thing it does. So you start to saturate and you move your
Yeah,
hand to the back and
very important.
you're touching.
Yep.
And then you take the part of your ears and you pull it up. You try to, because remember, these are areas that blood is not flowing as much as it would flow through your hand,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh, yeah.
sometimes even our hand, it doesn't flow as well. That's why you get the stiffness. So you have to
Very nice.
stimulate it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
you have the sinus cavity. So you
Okay,
bring
show
yourself,
us.
you're
Yeah.
scanning, and you're releasing tension from the sinus, the
Mm-hmm.
headache, and you're just putting it down. It's a breath, it's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, you can get a light in your head and say, you know what, this healing light is unclogging my blocked sinuses. This scanning of your body goes all the way down. Shoulders are tight, lots of bones, not a lot of fluid going through there. Push the blood there, see the blood going there. You once a week to do that if you have the time, at least. And you keep going down your throat. What about your chest? When last you felt your heart? And you scan and you
Mm-hmm.
scan. You get the lymph nodes.
Oh, yes, that's an important
Yeah,
one too. Yeah.
the lymph nodes are important. It's in for men and women. You have to stimulate your lymph nodes by
Mm-hmm.
paying attention to it. You're waking it up. You're putting energy there. You know where they run. You know where they are.
Yes.
So You push them down, you stimulate them, you talk to your body. How are you feeling today? You go talk about a pain. When you get a pain in your body, the thing you do with that pain is, I feel you. That's all you have to say. Do not go, oh, I'm not hurting.
Yeah.
You already know you're hurting.
Yes.
Just say, I feel you.
I feel it.
I recognize you. You're not happy. I'm working on it. And do something.
What a kind word to say, like, I feel you. Right? It's just so kind.
Hi, Nancy. Yeah. I understand you.
Yeah.
The biggest organ we have is our skin. And we pay so little attention. I see people, there is no reason in God's will that between your fingers should be dry and crusty.
Oh my God.
Even if you have olive oil, do something with it.
Yes. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah. Like, you know, dry heels, dry elbow. You guys are going to be arrested by us.
So then, no, let's get into the really delicate parts.
Yes.
Women. When you actually touch your bust and took the time and applied the cream and clean your nipples. It doesn't matter if you're nursing, you're not nursing, but everywhere we have tiny pores, there's going to be dust. And that goes for men too. You have to take your time and caress it, move. Lymph nodes, everybody talks about it, but it's part of the breast. When people get breast cancer, they say it is in the lymph nodes.
Yes.
Right?
It's like right around here too.
Here.
Yeah.
So it's nothing wrong with you standing in your mirror and checking out your bust. Men, look to see if there is a mole where it shouldn't be. Get to know your body.
It's important. Yes.
You know,
like, you know, a lot of people, they just like, oh no, I will not do that. Look, myself naked in the mirror? No way, no way, no. Like, you're refusing yourself. That's the same thing. It's like, you know, you refusing your body means you're refusing yourself.
Yeah, you're saying to your body, I don't care, let's go. You have to get cracking. Look at what Kia says. I love to find the brightest sunspot in front of my window, grab my yoga mat, and do my body scans.
Ooh, that's a really great idea, though.
I know we have to watch the sun. I know that. But man, we cannot watch it to the point where we do not get sufficient vitamin D. And those of you who have darker skin, you need to take a supplement, but you shouldn't always run away. You don't have to stay there until your skin burns.
Yes.
But you should be free to allow, even if it's 5 minutes at a time of sun. And when you talk about your dry skin, do not talk about it like you're angry at your body. Okay, move yourself. What about the internal organs, our heart? We have to scan. You're scanning, right?
Yes,
so
still scanning, still scanning.
So continue. So tell them about the lower abdomen. And
no, but you mean body scanning?
Yeah, continue in the body scanning.
Body scanning. So, you know, some people, they complain about, oh, my hip, right? And then, so just doing body scanning, and then you may realize that you think it's like maybe just one side, maybe aching, but it maybe start from the other side, the way you walk, covering you up. So, but doing body scanning and pay attention to your body really good. So you're just like, oh, I am so sorry. I think that I have to change the way I walk, because you realize that, like, I thought maybe right side is painful, but actually left side is kind of feel weird.
Is it left side, right side? The opposite side pushes on the other side.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do not realize that. How we walk, how we stand.
No.
You know, and the shoes we use shoes. Like,
yes, shoes are very, very important. I stopped by
there's a certain time of your life.
Yeah.
There's a certain time of all of our lives. We should not be wearing flip-flops in the house. Because
I get in trouble. Yes.
It is a recipe for a trip or a slip. And it has no support. Invest in a good pair of indoor shoes and keep it for only indoor. And so you're scanning. Now, ladies, those of you who cannot take it, do you know what your lower part of your body looks like, I found out I have good friends who have never seen what that looks like.
Yes.
I can say the word,
People
what their
grab,
vagina
if you
looks
have,
like.
oh,
Oh, no,
wait
no,
a
no,
moment.
no, 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 no.
No, I
That's
know,
what they
I
tell
know.
me.
Wait, you already said, okay, I was gonna say, give them a warning to our friends. Grab a headphone, grab an earplugs, not earplugs, AirPods. So it's just like, if you have a little one, you know, a teenager, you know,
They
it's just,
know, well, they know, they have to know about that.
they do,
We
but it's
have
probably
to
it's a
bring the
great idea to
children
like,
to the
you
point where
listen
they
with this.
understand their body is special and precious and it belongs to them. And we cannot just say it's girls. Young boys are being, like, there was a lady that the little boy was taken from the bathroom. And she sent him in there and he didn't come out. And finally she got desperate and she went and there was a door. She bent down, she's looking and she can see his shoes and she's banging on the door, but he's not answering. Finally, she screamed so hard that other people came and they got the woman in there. She had already dressed him in a girl's outfit. So she's already kidnapping him. You know, so and his hair was the same, but he was dressed like a little girl. So you have to let children know that people will touch them in the inappropriate places.
Yeah.
And sometimes, so they have to know what their body feels like and looks like. But
It's parts of you.
yes,
It's like part of you.
it's part of you. You know it. We go to the doctor and we are willing to jump on the counter, whatever he is, and we spread eagle. And hi, ma, hi, grandma, and from England. So when we are looking, scanning our body, we need to know what all our private parts look like.
Yes.
You are ashamed to look at yourself, but you open wide for the doctor and heaven knows who else. So it makes no sense because when you know if something is wrong, and things do go wrong in every part of our body, how are you going to pay attention to it if you don't know how it feels when it's healthy or how it looks when it's healthy to compare to what you're feeling and seeing now?
Yeah. I think that's why it's a great idea to get in a habit body scan or get to know your body. Because when something then something happens, painful situations happens or something, it doesn't come like accident, right? That way you know, oh my gosh, all right, I think it's like right here, I kind of have a weird pain.
Yes.
It starts from a little pain, right? Little thing.
A little
symptom.
thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you guys heard me talk about Vanessa. She died at 37 from breast cancer. It's when she was at a luncheon, she said, I have this lump on my breast. And everybody goes, Vanessa, you need to see the doctor.
Yeah.
So by the time she did, she was nursing. She had a baby. And she went to the doctor. She talked about it, but she saw it. Yeah. She didn't pay attention to it. So by the time she went, thank you, Grant, she went to the doctor. It was already in stage 4. They took one breast out, and then, of course, it came in the other. And so she passed away actually in December, on December 31st. Yes. But it's getting to know your body, recognize a mole that is changing. A body scan is important. It is, and you can go all the way down to the toe. I'm sure we mixed the topics up. So
no, that's good though, because doing body scanning, how we breathe, I'm pretty sure we breathe slow and deeply.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's very important too, right? So you talk about breathing technique too, right? Like,
yes. So what is our second topic?
Second topic is actually look at your body part. So you kind of covered up
yes, it's to look at it, recognize. And when I'm talking of body parts, I'm not only talking of the privates because I said that, and your breasts and all of that. No. But what about your toes? We all see this commercial with a man sitting there reading, and his daughter said, "You, Daddy, what's wrong with your toes?" "Oh, nothing. His toe is green." And he thinks it's nothing. So he has a fungus.
Oh my gosh.
No, she was not a relative. She was just somebody somebody I coached for a long, long time as a young woman. Very successful too. So the toe is green, and the little girl says, "Are you Daddy, what's wrong with your toe?" "Oh, it's nothing." Mom, can you come here? She's calling her mom. Then of course the doctor shows, yes, you have a fungus and it's contagious, and
Yes.
and he's sitting there. So didn't he know that my toe is not supposed to be green or golden in color unless you have nail polish on it?
Yeah. Did he pay attention?
He obviously he just think it would go away. And that is the mistake we make with our body. We keep saying changes and, oh, that will go away. I'll get better soon. You notice you're constantly blocking your sinuses every morning when you wake up. You're always, always clearing your throat. You know, and it's not only the outside that matters.
No.
You guys tell Yuko and I we're glowing, but man, we are like, we are vigilant on what we eat, when we eat. And then
it's very important.
And how much water we drink. We always have a lot of that.
Well, I know it. You know, you always eat earlier.
I do.
You don't eat
late
at
in the
10
morning.
p.m.
Yes.
You don't eat 10 p.m.
Oh.
Right?
I'm already snoring. I eat around 11 in the morning.
11 a.m. That's your kind of brunch, breakfast, and lunch together?
It is. 11 o'clock. I haven't had anything solid to chew yet, but I'm up at 4:15. So almost 12 hours after I am up, that's when I will begin to eat something. And then later on, I maybe will eat. I eat during the day. I eat anything. I eat everything. Even things that are not my body says, like cheese and butter. I love butter, so I have it. But around 4 or 5, I'm done. And then from then I'll drink water, I'll drink tea, I drink water. So when somebody says to me, Tessa-Marie, I drink a lot of water. So I said, how many cups? 4 cups. I said, so you only weigh 48 pounds. They said, no. I said, well, you only drink 4 cups of water, right? 4 cups of water is half of 48, you know? So, or something like that, whatever the weight was. And she said, I said, you have to stagger half your body's weight in ounces in water. Oh, well, then I'll go to the washroom too often. I said, well, you need to something. If you're going to the washroom so often, your bladder is telling you that. Oh, I don't to go public washroom. I said, well, you know what? You will go though. If you do not train your bladder to take a certain amount of water, it's going to force you to go every minute with nothing, just drips. And that is a message, ladies and gentlemen. When you find your body saying, okay, go 2 hours later, and you haven't drank anything, you have to understand, yes, your body is telling you, I need water. Your bladder is saying, I'm dry, I'm wilting. And that's how you get bladder infections, because nothing is flowing through there to cleanse it.
Yes. And then you know what? At the beginning, when you taught us about water, it's how important to drink, a water. And then at the beginning, yes, I had to go washroom quite often, but it's amazingly my body started getting used to it.
Because it knows it's coming.
Yeah,
it knows it's coming.
So it doesn't have to push
you to drink it. Yeah,
I don't have to go washroom as much as I thought.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
people
amazing.
don't understand that.
Yeah.
I have a friend who said to me, oh, I don't drink water past 4 o'clock because I have to get up and pee. I said, but when I asked you about water, you told me you don't like it. And I said, water is not something you have to like. You just have to drink it.
Yeah, that's the things. I don't like water. I don't like the taste.
You have to like
the famous ones. Yeah,
I learned something from Colleen's grandson. And he said he was here with Colleen and we had something eating. And he said, I asked about liking something. He said, I eat for sustenance. And this is a young person. So he knows he has to eat a certain amount. He's not going to always eat what he likes if it's sugary. That's how people get into those things. They eat the same thing they like all the time. And sometimes it's not good for them. What about drinking the water because it's good for you?
I like this. I like
eating some vegetables because your body needs it.
Yes, and I like the technique that Tessa taught us. Right, drink water before you eat. Drink a glass of water.
8 ounces, not more than that, before you eat. So when the food that you have eaten goes down into your stomach, it is missing the water that helps it to do it better.
Yep.
So your body absorbs more of it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And then like Nancy said, anyway, Nancy, oh no, Laura, sorry. Laura, thank you so much. She told me happy anniversary. And
yeah,
Laura
said, guys, happy anniversary to you, because she celebrated 27 years of wedding bliss.
Yes,
so fruits and vegetables are good too. Yeah, well, you have to. But some people say, I don't like apple. Well, take your time, have half an apple today. Why you think we know that they said an apple a day keeps the doctors away? Hyacinth, good morning. So you have to know that. So you go next one.
Next one. That's the third one actually, right? This is very also important for everyone actually. Learn to say no. Super important for self-love. You love yourself. Yes, learn to say no. Okay, I am still working. Thank you so much. I'm still working, to say no. And then is there any good technique that you can share with us, how to say no, like without feeling bad? Like we do feel bad when we say no. And the feeling bad is not good for our body.
No, it's not. Your body rejects that.
Yeah.
And the reason why we are not able to say no and realize we have to say no, we are still here. We're not going anywhere. Instagram is having a heart attack today.
And kicked me out.
I know, did that to Stacy, did it to Jean. So as a child growing up, and we did it with our children, don't tell me no when they say no.
Yeah, I've been told so many times. Yeah.
Okay, and then they don't like Uncle Joe, and you want to make them kiss Uncle Joe.
Yeah,
if they say no, let them be. Let them, and you don't say, well, you have to kiss Uncle. No, they don't have to say that. They don't have to kiss him.
Yeah.
They don't have to hug Auntie Mary who didn't brush her teeth and they go, you know.
Yep. Because, they had like smell smoke or stink. Or sometimes Uncle Joe's, he gets drunk so bad. Right? And then that's
the child doesn't want that. The child doesn't want to sit on anybody's lap. Do not force. Let them say, no, I don't want to. If you're curious, say why. Ask why. And they'll tell you.
Okay.
They'll say, I don't like it. I don't like to sit there.
So we can ask the kids instead of saying like,
yes,
don't say it. It's rude.
Tell me
he wants to hug you.
Don't say it's rude and you must sit on Uncle Joe's knee or Auntie Lady pulling your cheeks. And who wants their cheek pull and press? Learn. So we don't tell them to say no. Nobody allows us to say no. And when we become an adult, we don't say no. We just say yes. A man whistles at us and we go, he likes me. No, he doesn't like you. He just whistles because that's what they do.
Yes.
So, and don't fall for it. So you know it's something we use for work. Okay. You said you're still working. You're self-employed. For example, I'll give you an example. I arrange a meeting with somebody to help them. But they called and said, can we see you today instead? Like not today, but that's how it was. I said, no. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't even say sorry. I said, no,
that's a lot.
I can't.
I have
other plans for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I have other plans for today. So I'll see you, or we can reschedule. Simple as that. But you see, I could have said, given up my freedom for that day and what I had planned to do, and say, okay, I'll see you. Okay, come. But I wouldn't feel good doing this.
That's true. That's true.
And so I said no. But you have to learn how to say no and when to say no. You do not have to say no and give a reason why you're saying no. You can just say no, I have other plans. That's important.
Do I have to explain in detail, or you can
don't. You should be able to stand on what you believe. If you say no, somebody said I want you to do this for me. Just say no.
Okay, this is a famous one. This is the one not my clients, maybe some people ask, right? My clients, they know my pattern. But when somebody else send me a message, I'm off Sunday, I need a haircut, right? And then I just gotta say, no, I am
I do not work on
off.
Sundays.
I do not work on Sunday.
Sundays.
It's you know what? I used to struggle, challenging to tell them I'm off Sunday because I feel bad to say I'm off Sunday. I'm off to the clients.
Yeah, because you see, you have a fear of losing out. When you say, oh, I'm off, but you say, they pay me, so I make the money.
Yeah.
All of that passing through your mind, and it's not right. Let us look at what Jean said, two things there. She said, I tell men what you've never seen. What? You have never seen a lady before? When someone asks you to do something, tell them you'll get back to them, give him your time to decide to think about it. That is true. Also, but the thing is, you have to be able to say that. Mm-hmm. Because no gives you freedom. When they hoot and holler, yes, I like that, Jean, but the kids.
Yes, but it's easy for us to feel bad, though, right?
When you feel bad because you were never allowed to say no. You always say, well, you should help, and that's what we were told, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, look at how we were raised, especially women. We were raised to always give to others, ourselves.
Yes.
When they touch us, well, Uncle Joe was just playing when he slapped my bum. No, I do not want Uncle Joe to slap my bum again. Next time he slaps my bum, I'll kick him. So let's look at this. As you know, I had a ceramic business years and years ago. I sold it. So I had this guy who was casting the molds, and I'm going up this store. So I must have been maybe about in my 30s. I had some pair of jeans on, and I always wore high heels. And I'm going up the stairs, and he's behind me. And he saw me going up the stairs. He pat my bum. Guess what you think I did? What do you think I did? The reflection, boom, and the heels hit him right in his lip.
Oh,
so
wow. It's more than I expected.
I just kicked back, and it cut him here. And then I had to drive him to the hospital.
Legs. You have long,
I have long legs, and then high heels. I went bam, right in his leg.
Watch out, everyone.
Right here, because he was below me, right? And I was like that.
Yes.
So I had to drive him to the emergency to get 2 little stitches.
Did you? I'm sure he learned a great lesson.
Well, of course he told
me.
He apologized. I said, you don't do that.
No.
The minute somebody touches you inappropriately, you need, or you do not like it, you need to say no. Or when somebody pushes you to do something, love to come to this family day, but I open or something like this. I wasn't good at telling folks no as well.
Thank you.
I was always worried about being seen as mean. Yes, okay,
yes,
that's where I was going with that.
Yes.
They tell us we are not nice if we say no. They told us we are mean if we say no. And the people who are bullying us to say yes make us feel guilty for saying no. They draw on a little string of something they did for you that was nice. Or when you needed me, I was there for you. Something like that. Or remember when I drove you? Remember when I did this for you? Remember, they always want
just like
so because of that, abuse me.
Yes. You owe me something.
Yes.
Right? It's just like, oh, all right.
Well, how much did that cost you? I'll pay you now with interest. You almost, because they told us not to say no. To say no is unkind. It's rude. They took that word away from us. And when we get to be 14, they had a big survey. Oh, say no to drugs. Really? All my life,
so it's kind of confused.
Just say yes and no. You want me to say no to drugs?
It's confusing.
I said, so
right?
With my kids, I would say, why?
It's confusing.
Like I remember Michael coming home from junior kindergarten, and he had the girls, and we didn't know at the time he was bright like that. And he came home, he flinged his little lunchbox underneath the kitchen table, and he said, I'm not going back to that stupid place again. So I said, why? I knew what stupid place he was talking about. It was school. So I said to him, why don't you want to go? He said, They're not educating me. He said, I go there, I sleep, I play, I sleep, and then I eat, and I come home. I can do this here.
Michael.
So,
Yes.
and then
He's
my
so smart.
journey of always being at school started with Michael. So I had to go and explain to them he needs to be stimulated more.
Yep.
Because he has two older sisters. And because of that, he's a little bit ahead. But the next morning, Michael is hiding anywhere. He's not going to that stupid place again.
Yeah.
I had to tell him I'm going to speak with the teachers and see what we can work out for him. So, but when they say no, question the no, so that you can give that person power to say yes when they choose to, and no when they choose. They know they have a choice. Like my mom always said to you, that's what they're going to say. My mom said to me, I have the right, not me, but I'm saying that child will say, Braylene, Kylie. If when Kylie says she doesn't want to, I ask her why. I always say, why don't you want to?
Yeah.
One day I said,
I think it's a great
come on,
idea.
let's go have your bath. She said, no, it's sunlight. You don't have a bath at sunlight. You have your bath at nighttime when it's dark outside.
And then you're just like, oh, okay, there was a reason. Right?
So I had to explain it. My grandfather inappropriately touched me and my sister. I didn't tell my mom for some reason. Can't recall if he threatened me or not. But once I got older, he stopped. Found out a few years ago.
That's Dawn. Wow.
That's Dawn.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Dawn. That is, people have to know that word no covers a whole gamut. You know, it covers it. And we have to know that. Sometimes it's siblings that do that to people. He abused his girlfriend's younger daughter for years. She told her mom, and her reply was to stay away from him. How sad. But it's not even worse than that. How could she stay away from him when he's coming to the house where she lives? Where are you sending her?
Yeah.
You know, where are you sending her? So we have to watch that thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to defend yourself by speaking up.
That's so true. That's so true.
That was, you know, look at The Handmaid's Tale, that book by the Canadian author. They made it into a big time movie, but it's true. People abuse, but they couldn't say no because no is not a nice thing to say. And why do you stay with someone who does? Because she herself, that person who is keeping you there, need more help than you. She is. It's like you go, if you say, oh, I need the money, I'll work on Sunday. I need a man, so I'll keep him. Even if he abuse my children, I need somebody.
It's like fundamentally, it's the same reason, right?
Yes, it's the same reason. I will work on, or I could have, the person who wanted me to turn around and give them my day when I made an appointment for the next day and say, oh, can we see you today? It's again giving it, oh, well, you know, Margaret Atwood. Thank you, Dawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
I will
wrote
check on it.
I
will check it out.
Yeah. And the thing about it is that if you give that person up, yourself up for that person, it's the same thing like working, and because, you know, I need the money. And it's my day off. I need the money. I'm going to keep that man that's abusing me and my children because I need to have a man in my life. No, you don't need to have a man in your life. I need to keep that friendship. So I'm going to tell them, yes, they can come whenever they want.
Yes. You're lying to yourself, right? Yeah. You're lying to yourself about priority, actually. You're set. True you is telling yourself that, no, it's important. My daughters, my people are very important. But like she is saying, no, I need a man.
Yeah,
money.
And some of the people will say, like, I know somebody whose brother abused her. And the parents said, we don't want anybody to know. So he was able to abuse more than one of his sisters. Fine. Yeah. But then what happened is, no, she's an adult. She's angry at him. She's still angry. She doesn't want to talk to him. But nobody fixed it. So I wonder, that anger that is inside of you, is that causing you diseases you cannot even, you don't understand? No matter what you do, you're sick. Ask yourself the question.
Yes, because it's still vibration.
That's right. Every time you hear the person's name, you get, I hate him. But maybe it's time to confront adult to adult and say, you know why I don't want to be with you? I don't want to speak to you because this is what you did to me.
Yeah, it takes a courage, but you can start little by little. Open up yourself. Have a courage to speak up.
And he himself might have a reason why. You don't know if somebody had maybe hurt him before. You don't know. You don't know. And he said it was done to me. That's maybe why I felt I could do it to you. I thought that was how it was.
That's true too, because they didn't know any better, right?
That's right.
Maybe pass it on generation to generation.
Yeah.
Too. I totally agree.
Because another thing you have to remember, maybe his friends were doing it to his sisters and he didn't know, hi Belinda, good morning. And maybe his friends were abusing his sister sexually, and he heard that, and he comes home and I have 4 sisters or how many sisters, and I'm going to go after them one at a time. Okay, so now he's an older man and so are you, but you are sick. You're constantly sick because you have this hate inside of you. And I always say to everybody, you must hi Belinda, good morning, how are you feeling today? That hate corrodes the vessel in which it is held.
Yes. Yeah.
Hate keeps that vessel corrosive. It rots the vessel. And many people who have kept all this hate for people that abuse them, instead of speaking the truth or confronting them, if you can, I don't like you, I don't speak to you, I don't want nothing to do with you because that. But I need to forgive myself for holding all that hate inside of me. So I need to have a conversation with you about why you abused me at nights when our parents were sleeping.
Oh my gosh, that's a really, really big one. Because all the people, they can't speak up.
But then you're hurting yourself. He's gone on his merry way and you are sick. You're the woman, you have all kinds of stomach problems. Hey,
And I know some people like that too.
Why?
I know some people that are like that too. And then Don said, my grandfather died while I was still in college. It took years of therapy, but I forgive him and myself.
Yes, you have to forgive the person that hurts you by forgiving yourself first, for putting yourself in the position to be hurt by that person. Because it's only when you forgive yourself. By hating him, it wasn't helping me. No, it made you sick. You have a headache. Every time you heard the name or you saw him, you want to throw up. You want to throttle him. You want to beat him up. You want to criticize. Who is working? Look at your body. Think of what you're doing to your body.
Pay attention to your body.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm so angry at that man. I wish I hate him. I don't talk to him. I'll never talk. All of that. Why? And they're going on their merry way. They're the one that assaulted you, and you're still carrying the pain. And the pain is making you sick. Hating that person is not the answer.
Yes.
I remember somebody hurt me once really badly. I didn't like it. But when they needed help, they called me. I walked into the hospital room where they were. I didn't know they were dying. And they said to me as I walk in, you must be mocking me now. And I look at her and I said, what? I said, if I mock you now, I am just like you. I bet you haven't forgiven me. I said, yeah, I forgave myself for being in your space, and I forgive you. If I hadn't done that, I couldn't be here. I'd be walking around with a bucket of hate inside of me.
That's heavy and stink.
It stinks. It's corrosive. It kills the body in which it is held.
Yes.
You know, one of the breathing techniques, you can feel, you can go into what you call it, into a zone. Get yourself into that zone. And when you get into the zone, you start to go from your stomach. Okay, you know when something hurts you, you feel it in the pit of your stomach. Really,
very much. Yes,
you feel it in your second chakra, right? You want just below your navel. And then this is the third chakra. So those two, so you block your feelings. You don't feel for anybody. You just let people abuse you by telling you, help me, cut my grass, shovel my snow, or whatever. I'm just using that. And the third one, you cannot even think. You cannot be creative. You cannot do anything for yourself. So when you find yourself in that position that somebody has abused you and you hate them so much, you have to take some deep breath and pull that extra energy and spit it out. Literally go, feel it and let it go. Gutter it out. Use guttural sounds to take it out of your stomach and release it. You will notice people that keep hate for those that really deserve it, in a sense, too, that you don't like them.
I like the breathing technique. Yeah,
it gives you diseases. You're not digesting your food. You have no emotions. You abuse the person that loves you the most. You talk to them the worst. It could be your new husband. You were abused by your brother, but you treat your husband like a piece of garbage. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So all of those things.
Yes.
So look at write letters all of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was
like
gonna
that.
just about read John's comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Too, but
read the comments.
All right. Thank you so much for the comments, and they really engage those engagements, right? Really, we are so happy to see you guys just engaging with us too. So John said, write a letter to him, even though he's gone. We need to do that to those that have hurt us, even if we never give it to them. Release those feelings. And Don said, I still struggle to forgive my mother for having him babysit us. Once I realized her sister told her not to. He tried something with my cousin before, and she told my mom. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So you see, I'm getting water.
Yes.
So you see, this is something we have to take care of for ourselves. And that's why we said this topic was going to be a bit close to the heart, but we brought you to the scanning of your body first. We wanted you to scan. And you can do some deep breathing to bring it out. You can do the deep breathing, somatic breathing. Rosie does that. And I asked her a question and she said, there is a releasing of all sexual damage from that type of thing by pulling it in and and of course, like Don said, none of that is a quick fix stuff.
No, you gotta keep working.
You have to keep working on it, and you cannot expect it to be cured right away. Progress is perfect. Yeah, little at a time. When somebody abuses you as a child or as a sister and they just take advantage of you, you have to be careful that you do not carry it into your adulthood, right? You have to know what you can do. As you get older, you need to clear the air so you can feel better. Because if you're constantly, you go to the doctor, as I said, and you're always sick and you can't figure out what's going on, you have to take note. This is the one I call inflecting. How many people are you holding grudges of in your body? How many people? You know, believe I've been through things in my life to better relate to my students, especially those I teach in juvenile detention. Sadly, many of them have had similar or worse in their young lives. It's true. There is so many ways for that. But
but her experience really helping them too,
it
right?
does help them.
And
we have to realize, people, that when people, if we do not let go and forgive and realize if this person has hurt you, especially sexual hurt and abusive as a child or a young adult or whatever, remember they got hurt too. There is something that is driving them to do that.
That's true.
So if you go and you keep that horrible feeling about them in you, you are going to have aches and pains, and no matter how many doctors you get to, they will not figure it out. Because it's emotional pain that is in the body from the hurt. I don't always share the details of my life, but I certainly have my empathy towards them. Yeah, it hurt. A trusted member of the family is abusing you. Your grandfather, he's supposed to teach you, not abuse you. Your brother, who's older than you, found out he can abuse you, where did he learn that? Did somebody abuse him, or was his friend saying, I abuse my sisters? And he thought, let me join that group. So what is he missing in his life at that time that made him do that? You have to let go. We talk about that type of abuse. There are people that you work with that abuse you by how they treat you, what they do about you, how they tell tales behind your back. They pretend to be nice to your face and they say horrible things behind you. Are you supposed to hold that? You have to let it go.
You have to. Yeah.
You have to let it go, because if you do not let go, people that abuse you, it's not only sexual abuse that hurts, but sometimes you have to just smile. When you remember how that person hated you or hurt you, you have to smile. If
that's powerful. That is powerful though. Just smile, but it's powerful.
It is powerful. And remember that life is cyclical. Life is cyclical. It goes around. And that person might be going through an experience and wondering, why do I have this burden to carry, to care for so many people? Because you never cared for anybody when you were younger. Guess what? Now it's your turn. We can't hold on to shame. Shame is a lie. Is a lie. Is a liar. A liar. Sorry. One thing that added my forgiveness to my grandfather was realizing more than likely someone also abused him. Yes. We have to understand it's not only abuse. People abuse you when they hit you. So you are in a relationship. Some woman said to me, physical abuse, she said, I can get over. But I cannot forget the words that was used in abuse to me. She said that I cannot get over it. She said the pain went, the scar has even faded, but the pain and the scar of abuse with words is still deep inside of me.
Yeah. Like got stabbed like really, really deep, right? So that's why you always said you have to pay attention what you're saying. Words.
Your words.
Yes.
Yeah. We have, because it says the words, you hear it. The blow, as you know, you prick your finger, simple thing, you get a paper cut. It hurts for them, but then it goes away.
Yep.
And you do not feel it anymore.
Yes.
And he too was abused. Look at John says, my ex-husband abused me and he too was abused. So that is why this is important to understand. Instead of hating the abuser, give empathy towards that abuser. If you do not do that, you will end up hating your own self by keeping that nonsense inside of you.
Yes. Yeah.
So what do you have to say? It doesn't excuse me.
I do. You know, by you guys sharing experience and thoughts in the comments too, right? I think I'm aware of that we have to build a courage to say no if we don't want to. That really helps. And then, like, say my niece in Japan, if she sees me that, and Yuko says no, she's, wow, so okay, I'm allowed to say no if I don't want to. So that's going to pass it on, change the generation too, right? That's going to pass it on, change the pattern. So by me saying no is giving a big favor to my niece too.
Yes.
Or my kids, right? So actually I have to have a courage because I love I love my family too, right?
But we have to teach them, like, and you know how there comes power from pain. Yes, because now you know better. And you can teach others that, hey, this is not right. This hasn't got to be done like that. But that person that hurt you emotionally, mentally, physically, they have a problem that you cannot help them solve. And if you hate them, you are creating a problem that you cannot solve yourself. The only thing you can do is learn to release it. Let them know that no is okay. So the scanning of the body, although that's what we started with, guess what?
Yes, it's going back to like number one.
If you hadn't scanned your body, you wouldn't find out why you feel that way when you really want to feel another way. And it's because somebody took that joy from you by how they abuse you physically. Remember that. Scanning your body will bring you to places of your body where the hurt started.
Yeah.
The person, your grandfather that touched on inappropriately, when she scans her body, she's going to have to face this.
Yes. I do like the technique. It maybe takes only 10 minutes. It depends. But if I don't do that, I'm busy. I'm running like a rabbit every day. So if I'm busy, I can't aware of how I feel. So it's a great idea to stop and then 10 minutes to scan your body and just aware of how your body feels.
Yes,
that's very important.
Hi, Ellen. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. The thing about when you scan your body, like John said, you will scan physical, looking for changes, how you feel. You will come across the emotional damage. As I said, the abuse, mental, emotional, sexual abuse as a child, like what Don experienced, what other people, their brother and the brother too maybe found out he was abused, and it's okay, they do it to me, maybe I should do it to my sister. My friend does it. The husband was abused and he doesn't understand how to talk. He saw it all his life. And so, but you have to say no. And you cannot carry the hate. You're 60 something years old. You were abused at 6, 17. You have to go get help, because that affects your physical body. I am sick. I am not feeling good. Always in the lower stomach. Every time you're in the creative part and in the sensual part, there is damage all the time, because you hate that part of your body, because you believe you were to blame for what that person did. And
in your body,
like her cousin's mother said, stay away from him. No, I can't, mother. He's your boyfriend and he's in the house. And I don't recognize my mother had nobody to babysit her, so she chose my grandfather, who took advantage of that. But you cannot hate him, because in hating him, you're hating yourself. You're blocking. Hate corrodes the vessel in which it is kept. So scan your body emotionally, mentally, scan yourself. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it takes once a week. And then when you
feel worth it, though. It's worth it.
Use a guttural breathing and let it go. And work on it. It won't happen. And if you have to, sometimes the person is alive, like Don said, dead or alive, write a letter to them. If it's a family member and nobody understands why you hate that person, have a conversation.
I think
because the way they treat you, you go on and you treat your spouse and your children the same way. It's not that you abuse them sexually, but you are frozen. You don't want to be hurt. You're keeping yourself back. No emotion. Only practicality works for you. That's painful.
Yes, that's true too. And then I like the one Jan said, scanning of the body also includes scanning our emotions.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it's when you scan your body, you know how you feel. We are dragging something from 30 years, 40 years, 50 years into today. That's a heavy load to carry. And ask that body emotionally, mentally, physically, even spiritually, to do this. And thank you, Jean. I appreciate all of you. Wonderful. So many comments. Thank you for being so.
I love it though.
And so many amazing comments. Thank you for being.
I'm having, you know what, in a good way, I'm having a great time, because the comments, you guys just sharing experience and thought, that really make me and Tessa really like more alive, right?
Look at what Don just wrote.
Yes.
Another reason I struggle to completely forgive my mom is because she swears my aunt never said that and that she had no idea. You don't make it be a struggle, because a struggle never ends, Don. Make it a challenge. Challenge yourself to find a way to let go. Give her the joy of having birthed you and carried you for 9 months. Use that. She did feed you. She herself can never maybe bring herself to tell you, I too. That's why they have this Me Too movement. It makes me wonder if she was also abused by him or others and can come to terms with it. Yeah, that is possible. Challenge is a better word. Yeah, use the word. Don't struggle. Say, I'm challenged in realizing, finding a way to forgive my mom. But if you forgive yourself and realize, you know what, she had no other choice. I have to let it go.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't know any better. Maybe, she didn't know any better. That's how she raised. That was the society culture back
Yeah,
then.
at that
Right?
time it was okay, maybe. Or
Yeah.
it was done so prevalently that everybody thought it was okay. Let me see who is still with us. We're almost at the end.
It's like
Well,
1 hour flew
Belinda,
by.
thank you. Kia,
So good.
Juliana, Ellen, thanks. Jean, Colin, and Dawn. Thank you, ladies. We had a
Thank you
lot
so
of people
much.
coming in and out this morning. Thank you
Yes.
for creating this platform, Tessa-Marie and you.
Oh,
You're
thank you
welcome.
for staying with us,
Yes,
John.
thank
Thank you.
you. We appreciate you because, we started the self-care show 4 years ago, this spring. And we were doing it every week. And then we realized we need to do it every other week because we have family and stuff to do. And here we are. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you. I really appreciate you, ladies. So it was a bit saucy, a little bit spicy, scanning your body parts. We asked you to make sure you have seen your body. The doctor sees it, but you have never seen what it looks like. How you know how to take care of it?
That's right. Yes, doctor. Yes, you're right. Doctor seen.
And sometimes it's a male doctor, but they saw it. And
Mine's
they
a male
were
doctor.
afraid to be able to see yourself. And then we came to say no. And we took no and we brought it to another level for you, because it's not only say no to drugs, it's say no to the memories that are coming your way. One of those memories that were painful, say, you know what, you're gone. You're in the past. I need to move on from this. And then go constantly go towards getting help with this. Talk to somebody. Sometimes, again, talk to the abuser. What were you thinking? Can you? And the fool might not even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah. The person just like, what did I do?
Did I do that to you, really?
What did I do that to you?
Is that after
Yeah.
I had 3 beers and I came home and went to bed after a hockey game or whatever they were doing? What? Thank you, ladies. I love you both. I'm grateful for our 4 years together and many more to come. Arigato, Ron, for that. Thank you. So, Yuko, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We really pushed you guys. And we don't know what to have a magnificent day. Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy you dropped in. Everybody, each and every one of you who came here today helped to inspire us, to push us a little higher, to get us to raise our bar for those 4 years and raise our standards to where we are right now. And we sometimes go in places and have self-care in areas that are not common or not popular. But all we are doing is to let you be aware, because so many cases as children, we were not allowed to say no. And we are not allowed that if we value ourselves, it's okay to say no. And if somebody touches us or talk to us or behave in a way that we do not like, we have a choice. And we can do something about it. So thank you for dropping by. So you could tell them what you think to close up so we can let these people go home. Go back and have their coffee.
It is amazing. Thank you so much for bringing this topic, Tessa. And thank you for you guys to make this topic juicier and more meaningful. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
It was a great learning opportunity. Thank you so much.
I learned, yeah. I like learning.
Thank you.
All right. So have a wonderful, wonderful, amazing day.
Thank you, everybody. Bye. Love you.
I love you. Thanks, Tessa. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Thanks, Yuko.